Well, hello. Well, I decided some people were asking me about the hog log, so I decided I would come down and kind of give you a step by step. And I can't really see the camera, so I don't know how well this is going to turn out. This stake right here is something like they use in the oil field. You pull this thing up, that thing must weigh about 4.5, 5 pounds. Okay, and then I bought me a link chain. And you want to leave the chain looped, as you can see. That way you can move this thing up and down. And when you get to the loop where you want it, you just take one of these little clips and clip them together and hold it. And then that way you can keep this section, you can keep them closer to this peg and make a better circle. Now this is an unusual clamp because the first one I bought busted all to pieces. And this is one is like I've never seen before because it opens outward like this and goes in. But this thing is extremely heavy. And it's into the eye bolt, which is drilled out through there and bolted in. When they broke the collars off, I just went around and started putting not only glue, but wood screws in the collars. And they won't get that. It's about 4 foot long. As you can see, let me get my shadow out of the way. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You take I had 1/2 inch holes in here. And by the time I did the 1/2 inch hole, and I'd roll this thing around a complete circle 2 or 3 times, I might have 10 pieces of corn. Well, if you do that, where's the pig going to eat? Because by the time the crows and the squirrels and the deer and the coons come up here and grabbing pieces of corn and running off, and mice, the corn, he's going to come up and there's no corn left. It's all gone. And if you have cows, cows will eat it too. So, and if you have horses, horses will eat it too. So there's not going to be anything. So I took these holes that I drilled originally at a 1/2 inch and I opened them up to 5/8, 625 thousandths. Now I get it, when I roll it, I get a good dispersal. I'll get 3 or 4 pieces come out every time I turn it. And I turn these things where they were like one here, one there, and then one there. And then I added a couple of more in here. So I put actually 6 holes. You see that come out just then? But it's basically just a 4-foot piece of PVC with a cap on this end and a collar on that end so that I can open it up right here and fill it back up. And as I said, when you're standing it up to fill it, I use a big drum that I carry down here, or a big one of these things you get like the cheese balls in full of corn. And I'll pour Kool-Aid in it, shake it up. And when I pour the corn in here, the Kool-Aid goes in there in powder form. But like I say, now you got it on this link. You have a link in here, like the one down here, to hold this on. And then this one right here. And this thing it's took some abuse and it's handled it. So anyway, that's Hog Log Prototype 1 down in this area. And somebody had asked for some pictures, so I thought I'd get them some up-close type pictures. Remember to rotate your holes about every foot or so. Rotate your holes around so that when that pipe rolls over, every time there's a hole on the ground every time it rolls. And that's how you make it disperse. Otherwise, you're feeding deer and everything else, and the hogs come up, and there ain't nothing there.